Kinda Bored says, fun fact, Christmas morning crashed and walked in the front door at 7 a.m. after I had come downstairs to look at my stocking, and says, "Oh, you're up early." He had been out all night hunting.
Yeah.
Then you went upstairs and you went straight to bed.
Did I go to bed? When did we open presents?
Later, because you
Right, 'cause
fell
I took a
asleep,
nap.
and then you took a nap, and we had to wake you up so we could do presents. And once presents was over, we were cleaning up, you went back upstairs and you went to sleep.
I was tired. But it was worth it because I had planted the epic tree on
So
Christmas morning.
totally worth it.
Look at these trees. Got 3 off in the distance, 1 right here. Oh, and another one right there. 5 trees right here.
It's like our little mini forest.
Exactly. Looking for a Christmas pickle.
You're never going to let go of the Christmas pickle, are you?
I am not. I love the Christmas pickle story. So what do you think about the duration of the Christmas event? Most events, I think, have been only 1 week, right?
Yeah, which has been really stressful and kind of difficult because of school and work and everything.
Right.
So if it's over break and it's elongated,
Mm-hmm.
I've actually enjoyed having the event be so stretched out.
Me too.
Because it's not like too much where it's like,
Right,
it's not
because
special, but it's also not so short that we're scrambling like we were for the Pat Morita event.
right.
That was
very stressful. But yeah, I think
that was a lot.
what is it? 11 days for this one?
Yeah, I think
It
so.
started Monday last week and then it goes until Friday night this week.
Yeah.
So yeah, 11 days, I think that's ideal. Perfect.
Yeah.
Just the right, a little bit more time than your 1 week events. So, plus, like you said, having the Christmas break in between also helps.
Yep.
But then a lot of folks just went super hardcore right at the start.
Well, yeah, because then you get to go kind of easy for the rest of it and still enjoy your break.
Right.
Instead of feeling like you've replaced work or other commitments with just another one.
Coin world commitment.
World commitments.
We drove from northern New Jersey, about 10 minutes away from the city, New York City, all the way to Pennsylvania. All right, you want to start this?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, the reset just happened too.
Yep.
All right, fellas, K-Hag is going to show us the way. So do you think, Beats, that they will get rid of resin dropping in use vaults when resin trees are
That would be, I think that's a really smart move, because then, like they said before about putting, like one day you might go to do this resource, one day you go to do that resource, where like there's user vaults, yeah, where people put them, but then resin trees are out in the middle of nowhere, or where fields are tagged, like stuff like that. So you might like how I always describe our area, like how you just drove through all that country.
Yeah.
You might be hitting resin trees left and right if you go that direction. So
Do you think it'll be kind of like a structure like the Christmas trees, where we'll put down a use vault and then we can maybe put a few trees on top of that plot of land? Or do you think?
I would love for the shop
I think
to have
so.
seeds in it, and you buy the seed and you have to water it, or
Yeah,
whatever. You have to put water on it, or whatever, and you have to plant it yourself, and then it grows over time. That's what I picture.
Yep, I would agree with that. It seems like they were pretty clear that they do not want to be in the business of adding structures to the map anymore. They want us to do
They
that.
want us to do it.
Yeah.
So-
Retag.
I think that'll be awesome too. It's like you said, we gotta kind of have to nurture that tree. Maybe come back every day, water it
Yeah.
per se.
Like user vaults, right? Like they were saying about you'd have to come back and visit it. Maybe there'd be a more in-game reason to do it. Like you have to water the tree, or you have to build the building.
Loser Weaver was talking about user-owned print shops earlier, around 3 o'clock, saying user-owned print shops will be able to run multiple print jobs at the same time.
So I was thinking, perhaps we need to drop in a few new trivia questions. Just dribble them in a little bit at a time. No need to flood the database with tons of new questions, but I'm thinking just the existing categories. Every week just drop in a few new questions, and that way folks aren't overwhelmed with, oh my gosh, too many questions.
All it takes is 3 to 4 people who can put down an epic, and you're set. You're competing with the top guys. And the developers did say Candy Canes will have a
a use other than this Christmas event, and it will have a use before the next Christmas event. I'd love to see what that is.
I almost had enough candy canes that if I'd had a red key, I could have probably dropped that tree. But they said something about the candy canes were going to come in handy again real soon, so I'm going to hold on to that, like, 400 or 500 candy canes that I got and see what happens.
Did I get the OG blueprint? I sure did, VW. I sure did. That is why I have absolutely no keys right now. I was able to pick it up. Very happy about it. It's something I've been wanting for a couple months now. I just kept getting outbidded around the 1,300 mark, and I was like, screw it. I'm willing to spend all these keys on it. I'm just going to give everything and just hope for the best. I paid 1,623 keys. 1,623. Quite expensive. Quite expensive. But I wanted to secure it. This OG blueprint does not go on the market a lot. And I missed the last one. Thankfully, there was 2 that were listed.
Meantime, we'll go to the map.
Renee says, "Who is this Francois I keep hearing about?"
Oh, you haven't heard us talk about Francois? He's our limo driver. Well, not yet.
Well, we don't have a limo, but
Well, yeah, what do you call the person who drives your limo if it's not a limo?
chauffeur?
Chauffeur, yes.
Chauffeur? That's what it is.
It's Francois.
He's our driver.
There we go.
Sometimes we have to ask him questions we don't know, so that he'll answer them.
Right, he helps with trivia.
He's super helpful.
He's a really good driver.
You never see him though, because he's camera shy.
Except in the tweet last week.
Except for in the tweet.
He was wearing his uniform.
He's fun.
Yes. Doesn't say a lot
No,
at all.
like ever.
Maybe shy.
Super shy.
So no wild speculation in the chat as far as what New Year's options are going to be happening? I mean, surely there'll be a QB.
Uh-huh.
Last year's QB had 2021 on a hat.
Uh-huh.
So I would expect
Oh, maybe we can get
2022.
2022 glasses.
Oh, the glasses. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Or another hat, because why not?
Sure. That would make the original 2021 hat and QB more rare.
Uh-huh.
You could only get it last year.
It's almost 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which makes it almost midnight for our London neighbors. So, I don't know if they say something else on New Year's, but Happy New Year's, London. Enjoy 2022.
Oh, that's right. We got to take a look at the the homograph battle in the Discord. Let me see if I can find that here. Yes, here we go. Here we go.
So many words.
So there was a question that Rackdad had. What are bat and bat? Which is, yeah, what the heck are you talking about in the wordplay? And then Anakura responds, the answer is homographs, 2 words that are spelled the same but have different meanings and can even be pronounced the same. So then I provided an example. The villagers defended themselves chasing the vampire bats with baseball bats. Lepidoptera jumped in. They chose Trash to lead them, and he went to town with a lead pipe. And when I read it, I didn't pick up on the homograph thing right away. I responded, I made those bats an offer they couldn't refuse. If they had chosen to refuse, they would have become refuse. The villagers couldn't bear to stand the bears rifling through their refuse. Therefore, with their rifles, they shot the bears who chose to rifle. The children skipped their dinner and skipped in the streets in celebration. But all the adults ate sea bass and listened to a jazz band with an excellent bass player. The young musicians took note of the amazing notes pumped out by the rhythm section. But then the pump failed at the local dam, and the town would have been flooded if everyone hadn't banded together to pump out the water by hand. The engineers took a close look at the dam mechanism and set the spillway to close. If only they had diverted the water to the left instead of the right, the mechanism wouldn't have been left in such poor condition, but they made it right in the end. And all was well, as the well filled with the water from the dam. Until they drained too much water and caused the area to become a desert, and everyone to desert the town. Really apocalyptic.
Just keep going.
Lepidoptera. Everyone was feeling blue, abandoning the village under the skies of blue. They crossed to the other bank of the river and established a new town with a new bank that they said would definitely not lead them down the capitalistic, environmentally destructive road again. After taking a victory lap around their new town, the dogs lapped up a cool drink of water. A quarter of a year later, the bank paid everyone a quarter in interest, even the dogs. And soon a train arrived to train the villagers to keep away vampire bats. And now we have gone full circle to bats. The story is complete. And there you go, the homograph battle. Dun-dun-dun. So silly. So, if you all managed to miss that in the Discord, you should definitely check out the trivia section because so silly. You don't know what you're missing.
The story just kept rolling.
That's right. It never ends. Like a circle.